In the last class, we had a discussion about the reports, and today we will discuss about the service catalog. This is the most important topic in the entire ITSM flow. That complete what do you call the service catalog is nothing but uh, okay, 2 minutes we can wait. This guy Pavan will join. Time later. Okay. So today we will discuss about service catalog. What is service catalog? That means what are the services offered by the catalog? We will call it as a service catalog. It means the entire service industry, like if you go to the Amazon, Flipkart, or Paytm, or Mintra, or Meesho, or any e-commerce website, completely a service catalog. The concept is completely service catalog. For example, whenever if you go to the mobile, if you want to purchase a mobile, what we will do, the what happened, first we will log into the portal, which is a Flipkart or Amazon or something. Later, so we will check for the category. If you want to check for the categories, so I go, hello, hello, Pawan, can you hear me? Hello, Pawan, can you hear me? That's okay. Yeah, some issue. So, for example, in the today the topic is service catalog. In the service catalog, what we will do is we, for example, the complete e-commerce like Paytm, Flipkart, or Amazon or Mintra or anything completely working on the this service catalog concept. The service catalog is nothing but it's a catalog where they can offer all the services. For example, if you want to purchase a mobile, what we will do? So we will log into the Flipkart portal, and that we can check for a category. In that category, we will select the brands, and in that brands, so we will select the mobile number, mobile, and from that we can order it. Whether it can be pay online or pay cash on delivery, as the different modes of that, we will submit the request. So once we submit the order, what happened? The backend there is something is behind in the backend, which means so the seller has to accept it. If the seller is accepted, he has to pack the device with the label and all other things. And once he packs the device, the courier team or the transport team will come and collect the partner. So, for example, your seller is in Bangalore, you are in Hyderabad. So, you need to fetch the device, the item, the order has to travel from Bangalore to Hyderabad. So, what happened? The delivery team will go to the one hub. So, there are all the orders will be packed there, and from there the device will send it to the Hyderabad. So they can segregate or they can make categories where they need to go to the Hyderabad device, all the stuff. Now, what it will happen is the Hyderabad. So in the Hyderabad, once they can transfer the by using a what you call courier partner, they can transfer the device to Hyderabad. And once Hyderabad is done, it will they can send it to the nearest hub according to the what is the pin code we have. So we can give 50049, 50032. Like there is plenty of pin codes was there that we can give it. So depending upon the pin codes, what depending upon the pin code and the delivery wizard will come and collect it, and he can transfer the device to, so he can deliver the item to our home. So this is the backend process will do it. So similarly in the companies also, for example, if you are newly onboarded, there are few things has to happen. A laptop has to submit to you. That means if you want to laptop submit, the manager has to approve. The manager is approved. So with your, I'm sorry, guys, I'm getting some background noise. Could you please go to mute? I don't know who it was. I think Spandana, can you go for a mute, please? Thank you. Now, the thing the thing was what we can say. So what we can say is the device in the sense what. So in the company, the laptop, so the manager has to approve. If the manager is approved, so they need to preload the data and pre-install some softwares, and from that they need to deliver it. Right now, so since we are working from office, they need to send the laptop to our address. That's a different task. So like that means there are sequence of multiple people has to involve in on this one to complete a simple request that we will call it as a service catalog. And in the service catalog we have a categories. In that categories we have a maintain items that complete it not IT, for the complete ITSM will be in the this same service catalogs only. This is the most important when come to the ITSM project if you want. So I hope you guys understand what is service catalog and what is a category in that one. Yeah, fine, thank you. Now the next one is, so I want to, for example, if you are a user, you want to raise a request for a earphones or headphones, for example. So you have so you want to raise a request for headphones. This is the basic thing. So whenever, so for this one, for example, if you are working as a technician who is delivered the headphones, so what is the request we need to do it? That means what are the minimum details we require? So we required who is a requester, what is his email ID, what is his phone number, just for one. And here. And the next one is who is the manager for him, manager. And next step, who is the manager. And next one is the earphones type, headphones type. There should be a headphones type and company. That means brand, business justification, comments. So this is the these details is required for any if you want to raise a request. These are the minimum details which is required from the user. So now I'm just going to here. I'm just going to create one catalog item from the maintain items. MAINTAIN. Maintain items. So here there is already some out of the box maintain items was there. So I'm just going to new. So I'm just clicking on new. So what is the name of this one? We'll give it catalog. So what is the catalog? We need to give it. So what is it should be a technical catalog, it should be a service catalog, it should be a consumer catalog or customer catalog. What is the type of we can give it? I'm just giving it select this as a service catalog where all services will be here. And technical catalog it's a different one. And category. So what is the category for this? So what is the category? We can select this one. So what I am going to do is I'm just marking it as a hardware asset. The category is and here. So active and role is nothing but if you want to restrict any user roles, we can give it one. And here the short description, whatever we require, we can give it. And if you need to any description, here also we can give all the other things. So request for headphones. This one. And next one, process engine. This we can discuss later. I'm just removing this one. And picture, if you want to any icon or picture, we can add. So right now I'm just adding an icon. So here is the one I'm saving. So this we have added. So by default, this one will be added, and this one. And if you want any picture, there is one we can give it. Right now, I'm not giving any picture. So if you want any price, we can give it. Portal we can write right now. Right, I'm just saving this one. So right now, what happened? I just created a form, so which will be shows the same thing here. So I'm just clicking on here. See, this is the our thing. Our thing is nothing but what we can say. This is the our form, but in that form, what we have to do it. For example, if you use the 9 table, what we have done. So we have done a like fields we have created. So but similarly here we can call it as here we can call it as a variables here. But these variables, whatever it may be, say this for any user, this any item, requester, email id, phone number, these are all variables is common for each and every item. So catalog item. So what we can do it, we can create it as a variable set, and from there we can save it. So let me open this one. So here we have an option called variable sets. Just here you go it single row variable set. Click on it. So here I'm just giving as a requester details. So requester details. So I'm just giving display data layout is here, and display this will show the. So here now we can see it. So here the difference from the variable set and the variables is nothing but the variable set. If you configure a variable set, we can use it in any item. Any item is nothing but any catalog item. That means, for example, so for each and every catalog item, the requester details, email ID, phone number, manager is common for one. Instead of creating for the each and every one, we can use it in the one way. So I will show you an example. So here variables. So I'm just so here the field type. So the requester which has to, we don't know which user will do it. So it has to a reference field type, so that I can go to the reference and order. So you want to display the order 100 and mandatory. So if it is a mandatory is true, this read only and hidden is mark one. So I'm just giving requester this one. So annotation we don't need. type specification. So this is the reference, and what was the table for it? We can give the table here. Is underscore user. This underscore user, we can give the, if you want to, we can use the reference qualifier is the all here. We can do the same thing for here. Now I just created a one variable here. So here what I created, I just created the one variable which is a reference. So if you see here, that will be common for here. See, it was come here. So from here we can search it whatever it may be. So that it details. So if you want to, we can what you can say, we can make a filter here. Active is true and row active is true. So for example, if you make a active is true and save it. So right now it was showing us 633, and let's see how it is visible here. 630 14 it was visible, and if you make a condition as active is true, it was showing as a 630. That means whatever we can write the filter here, we can filter also do the same for the here. Now here, so now the next step was, so now there are remaining thing, that's the email ID and the phone number which we can write here. So I'm just making email requester email ID. So which is a free text. I'm just giving as a single line text. Yeah, email ID. Here email ID is there. Here we have a option called rejects. Rejects is nothing but at the time of we are configuring the, so email in the table level. What we did is we have defined a script, and here we can write, if you go to rejects his email, if the email is not in that format, it will be the, so for example if you see, so the email it should be in the this format, then only it will accept it. So this is the one, and next one, phone number. So if it is a one phone number, we can write the phone number here. So follow up tooltip, if you want to, we can write requester phone number. So it should be, you can write example text is nothing, it should be like this one. And next one, manager. Manager also is a reference field, so that we can write it here as well. So I'm just making as a reference field. The same thing, since it is a one, we can go for the same thing. And here, if you want to, we can write the same condition here. Active is true. The same thing. So now, what happened? We just created a one variable set, and from that variable set, what we have done is we just created or we just added the here. So, for example, if I open this one, see here, it should be. Oh my God! See. So if you go to the example text, it should be like come here the same thing. Now, if I select this one, so what happened if you guys can write a script, the user is selected here, the email ID, phone number, and manager as should be autofill. So that's okay. Now, if the user is selected this requester, then only this email ID, phone number, and manager has to visible. So if you want to visible, what we can do it. So depending upon the one field, another field has to visible. Then what we will do is what is the things we will apply in the form level and the table level. I think we can use the client script. Sorry, catalog UA policy. So here we have an option called catalog UA policy. So catalog UA policy and the UA policy both are the functionality is the same thing. Only the level of execution is different. The catalog UA policy will execute in the catalog level, and the UA policy will be executed in the table level. So here I'm just making a requester. Yeah. No, no, wait, wait. UA policy and the catalog policy, both the functionality is same. Only the difference is this catalog UA policy will execute in the catalog level. UA policy will be executed in the table level. Okay. Yes. 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 The requester, I'm just making a requester is not empty. This is the thing you can do it. See, applies on a catalog item view, this is the one. And applies on a catalog task request data on a target record. This I can show it later. And onload, we have same functionality. Reverse if also the same functionality. So here I'm just going to saving this record. Now, so here the catalog a policy action. That means we need to do it for the same thing here. So the phone number requester. If you want, you can make a mandatory, or I'm just making only the visible is true. Requester, what happened? Requester, no, we cannot use the requester. We can use the phone number. This is the wrong we have selected. So email ID we can give it, and next one is the phone number. So that means if that is failed, we can check for the all the stuff. Now, if I reload this one, let's see what happens. See, those are all not visible. If I selected this one, then only this one visible here. Now I understood what is the use of this catalog A policies. So later what we can you guys do is, so till now what we have done is I just created a variable set, and from that variable set what I did is whenever, so in the variable set I just created four variables, that is a requester details and the email ID, phone number, and the different sorry manager details. So if the requester is selected, then only the user manager, sorry, the user manager and that email id and the phone number all should visible for the same thing. So this is the basic thing we can configure the same here. And now the next step is what we can do is now the next step is what we can do is we will create a variables in the one. So for example, if I remove the variable set here, for example include here, this is our item. So if I click here, so if I can remove this one, this will call it as a slash bucket. I can remember this technology. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to here and remove it. If I remove, let's see what happens. I'm just going to reload this page. So which means if you remove that one, it will be do the same thing here. So if you want to, if you add this catalog item in any one, it will, so for example we can add from simply from here. So that means the variable set is used to reuse the variables for all the things. So this is the one. Now the next step is, so I just want to create a few more variables here. So here new. So what are the variables we need to create here? So and the phone type, which is a one, and brand, business justification, comments as to it. So phone type and business justification. Sorry, phone type is a single line text. Sorry, select box. It is a sorry, it's a multiple choice. If it is a multiple choice, it should be, it's a mandatory. I'm just giving. So there I have already given 500. I'm just giving as an order as a 500. So default value. So I'm just giving include none and this one. So now what I do is here I can add a choice here, like a headphones or earphones. Headphones, earphones. So now we have added a multiple choice for it. For example, if I reload, this should become like this one, multiple choice. Now the next step is, so the next step is again I go to the variable catalog item and we need to select the brand and all the things. So next I'm just going to here, I'm just going to add a choice brand. So I'm just going with the brand. Brand, brand, and all things. Tie specification, I'm just making include none. So, and I'm just going to save this one. So I'm just making a Samsung and Apple, and there are few things like Dell. So I was making a very few things. See here also we can add a choice. That means that multiple choice is a different time. Select box is a different type. So Samsung, Dell, Apple. Dell. I'm just making third one is Apple. See, so if I reload this one, it should be like this. So the multiple choice, if you given, it should be come like this. If you give it as a lookup one, it will come like this. If you want to, we can give it, but I just want to you guys has to understand the difference. So I have that's the reason I have given as a select box on the multiple choice for the same thing. This is the one. Now there is a next one more thing was I'm just want to business justification. Okay, I'm just want to do the additional comments here. So very small one. So I just want to create a two more fields here. So I'm just making additional comments. So if you want to, you can make mandatory. We can give it that up to your request. If you make a mandatory here, it will go to the one. And next one is a business justification. So business justification will has a so business justification will has to take in the multiple one. Here I have given single line text for additional comments. So for example, let's see if you give the single line text, it will like this one. But additional comment, this is the one. But I want a very big one. For example, give here. It will not be visible on the one. So if you want to what you called show as a big one, so you can take as a multi-line text. Multi-line text, and we can give as a counter is 800. So it will be like this. it's not created. Let's check. So business justifier, I think it was created. See, this is the one we have created for the same thing. So now, for example, if you fill this one, see it was coming like this. Here, so you want to this requester and email it in the left side of the one, and phone number and this manager in the right side of the one. So if you want to do here, what we can do is I'm just going to open that variable set. So in that system, what we can do begin split and split and other things. But here we don't have any other things. See, if I'm just going to open the variable here, variable set. So that means here, if you want to, we can create a new variable here. So I'm just making a container start. C start. Container start. I'm just giving order and order is 90. So that means here the container start is nothing but from here the split will start it. Next container split. So before that one. So this is the one. So I think it's not here. I'm sorry. This containers. So you can write C split. So now it was one. Next one container split end. So now I'm just making C and one. I'm just giving and so if we reload this one, so let's see what happens. See, right now it was not there. If I added this one, see what happened? The left side, right side, it was added because of the container split and container end. I hope you guys clear or any confusion for this. So that means this is the we have applied a variable set wherever we use this one. So for example, I'm just going to I'm opening one more maintain item just for temporary. So for example, this reboot server. Forget about other things. I'm just going to reboot server. And my God, this is not a get log item. Okay, this is the template. So this is not. For example, if I open this one, okay, this is the record producer. I'm sorry. Okay, 1 minute. I'm just adding. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. For example, if I open this one, this is also record producer. Okay. So I'm just this is the yeah we have found an item. This is the sales item. This is the catalog item. So the record producer, that's a different concept. So here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to okay 1 minute. Here I'm just adding this requester details. Right now it was there. So if you click here, it should be like this one. Since the variable set we have added, we can utilize this one anywhere in the system. See here this one. That means if you add this one, or else if we go back, if you remove this one, this variable set, that should not visible here. So before we do it, I'm just duplicate. So if I reload this one, I'm just going to copy this one. Right now that was not visible. That means if I added this catalog item, sorry, this variable set to this catalog item, what it happens is what are the catalog UA policy we applied there, what is the script we have applied, what is the order we have applied, what is the visibility we have applied, it should be visible here. I'm just reloading this one. See, if you open this one, it should be the same order will come out. So you got it. What is the advantage of the catalog variables? Sorry, variable set. So like that, we can use the variable sets for multiple items for reusability. I hope we clear for today's task till now what we discussed. Just for a recap, just what we created, we just created a catalog item with the simple basic form details and with the variable set and the variables and variables. No, sorry, catalog view policy also we have applied the same thing. This is the only in the front end which you are seeing. Like for example, when you go to the mobile purchasing in Flipkart, what is the front end we are showing? We have developed the same form here. So in the back end, there is a lot of things will happen. Maybe that those things I can cover in the next classes. It will take 3 classes for the service catalog, which is a very important one. Okay. Next one. Any questions till now? Field is nothing but whenever if you created the something, the field will in the table level we will call it as a field. If you create the same in the catalog level, that is in the that we call as a variables. That's only the difference. No, functionality is same. Functionality is same. 100% functionality is same. Only the difference is the calling terminology. What happened from the fields, we will take the input from the user. And in the catalog items also, we will take the input from the user. The functionality is the main thing, but the naming convention, the naming, yes. and in the field table level we'll call it as a fields. Okay, so today task is just create one catalog item. Any take your any catalog item, and next one, so take an example which you are seeing in a daily life. Like you can say in the Flipkart we are purchasing mobile, right? The same thing you can build it. Okay, like request create a one variable set, and in that one write an EA policy and write a script. For example, if the user is selected able tutor, this phone number and email ID, manager has to autofill. We have already seen the same thing in on change plan script. Here if you want to, you can write a what you can say, you can write a configure catalog, sorry, wait a moment, just go to the configure item. Here there is a configure script was there, catalog client script. So go to the catalog client script. From here, you can take a type is on change and what is the variable. So like request details. From here, you can write a client script for it. So if that is change it, the automatically those we need to fill it right. That we can do it. I hope with that client script we have written. You can apply the same logic and same step here. It will work it. Okay. This is the task for you, and also just arrange the for example 7 to 8 variables by using the container start, container end, and container split. You can arrange the fields in a left side and right side combination. Okay, I hope you guys clear. Okay, so this is the task for today. Any queries for the previous topics which we discussed earlier? Pawan, you have any queries? Very good. So I'm just requesting you guys just practice this. Catalogs is a very important topic and very sensitive topic also. Just please focus, and tomorrow I can cover in the backend how you can restrict it to the few users and other things.